Ready?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna make the first basket?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
It's the moment Sam Rogers has been waiting for.
He's always wanted to play, and now he finally gets his chance.
The boys' basketball team manager.
He works so hard.
Sam has never missed a game.
He's always trying to do his best. And that's another good quality of Sam and what he brings to our team.
He's used to watching from the sidelines. But tonight,
I know he's excited.
He will get a piece of the action.
Oh my gosh, she's been talking about it for the past 2 months, like forever, and he'll just be like, I win, I play on Friday.
Honored alongside his teammates for senior night.
Excited?
Yeah.
Nervous?
Yeah, I play. I know it.
Sam walks onto the court with his parents. Soon to be in the spotlight again when he starts the game.
Oh, I'll probably cry. I bought 2 things of Kleenex.
And takes the first shot.
The play that we have is set up for Sam to score.
A moment this crowd and Sam's special education teacher
He is the happiest kid I know.
cannot wait to see.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna scream, cry, I don't know. I'm so excited.
A boy the whole school
We call him special.
Yeah, we call him special.
is rooting for.
The kids here are just super compassionate and understanding, and everybody here really embraces everybody's differences.
The excitement building for a play set up just for Sam. And one shining moment he will never forget.
Yes.
This morning, those 2 trailers and hollowed out land.
We are building a playground for the children in this community with Kansas City Parks and Rec. 1, 2, 3.
What we got is a few different slides. We actually polled some kids in the neighborhood and actually had them draw some pictures for us to see what they'd like to see in a playground.
Right about here is where my son was always wanting to do something. So I'm really excited to have this playground here.
We have close to 200 volunteers. We live and work in this community, and we want to make Kansas City the best place it can be.
For me, it means getting the kids out involved, meeting new kids in their area.
It's amazing. I mean, I have so much gratitude for all of these people who are coming out,
I'll be able to use it over here.
spending their day, spending their time, constructing a playground that my kids are going to enjoy for years to come.
I want them to enjoy what we've done here, feel the accomplishment, get many different ages and stuff in together and just have a lot of fun.
We hope that this playground inspires them not only to be physically active, but to get their imaginations active, make new friends, to grow and learn and play and imagine, and really set them up for success for their future.
Skate parks are full of obstacles, high hills, and ramps. But the skateboarders that are here today are facing a few more obstacles than most. Most of them are missing arms, hands, or legs, but fearlessly. Today, they're taking risks.
Just because you are in a wheelchair doesn't mean nothing. It means you have a little bit more fun to do.
People like 12-year-old Luke Acuna. An accident left him wheelchair-bound, but instead of letting it defeat him, he turned it into a challenge.
I was like, oh my God, let's go. Yeah!
He came here today to land his first ever backflip. It's the first event put together by Adaptive Sports KC.
Ready?
A new organization in Kansas City meant to inspire kids with prosthetic limbs.
Just to see the kids' excitement. Sorry. It's like giving them a world again.
Whether you fall, and even if you think you can't, Acuna has just one message for you.
Yeah, you can. Don't let anybody say you can't, because it doesn't matter what other people think about you. It matters what you think about. If you have a goal in your mind, then you can set it.
The jobs are coveted here.
I think it gives me a reason to get up in the morning.
A custom wood shop where power tools are soothing. Sawdust, satisfying. The work-worn hands of a craftsman. An achievement.
One time I made a replica of a legislator's desk, and I was pretty proud of that one.
And it keeps the days from blurring together.
I was just a 16-year-old farm boy when I got in trouble.
After a first-degree kidnapping conviction, Blair Griman is 30 years into a life sentence at the Anamosa State Penitentiary.
Our goal is to create offender work and meaningful offender work.
In addition to the wood shop, Iowa Prison Industries has 7 other divisions spread throughout this area, and that accounts for up to 380,000 man-hours each year.
Iowa Prison Industries has not appropriated any tax dollars. And so we have to make our living on the sale of our products, just like any business would.
That includes making all of Iowa's license plates, more than $1 million a year, transcribing Braille, even producing soaps and cleaning products. But it's the woodworking that catches the eye. IPI sells to government agencies and nonprofits. Their custom wood furniture is frequently found in schools.
I believe I have the most beautiful office in the district between all the custom-made build-ins.
With its headquarters in a prison, IPI's overhead is higher than in most custom shops, but their price remains competitive.
The value for us is it's less than 50% of what the cost would be.
These benches are the newest addition to the school's library.
They're building a legacy of their work that's helping young people learn.
I actually keep a small profile of everything that I built. I got pictures of it.
The wood shop is also Joseph Ewig's place of pride. He's serving a 25-year sentence for attempted murder. Working on panels for the Cedar Rapids Public Library is his connection to the outside world.
I've actually seen it on the news. I've seen it on your channel. I'd like to go there and see my finished project when it's done.
Accomplishment. The serenity behind these walls.
They have to meet certain expectations in their behavior to advance to get these jobs.
It's an opportunity to pay restitution, back taxes, family support, and afford a few simple luxuries.
I'm one of the higher paid guys, and I make $1.38 an hour.
Starting pay at IPI is 58 cents an hour. But in that change, there's hope.
I'm actually planning on investing so that I have something for my future when I get out.
Over 90% of these folks will be released at some point. What do you want back? And that is somebody hopefully that has learned a constructive trade.
And for Blair Griman, these are sounds of solace.
Sure, that'd be living the dream to have my own wood shop.
And sounds of possibility.
You betcha.
In Anamosa, Sadie Hughes, CBS 2 News.
A World Series parade. 30 years in the making. With Royals manager Ned Yost proudly hoisting that championship trophy above his head. His deserving players soaking up all the glory. And the fans soaking up the excitement.
This town has blue fever all the way through it. It's so exciting.
Royals fan Bill Stilley remembers this day back in 1985.
That they didn't have these barriers, and the confetti and all the streamers were clogging up under the cars, and cars were getting overheated, and there was kind of smoke, and I think it was Willie Wilson had to get out of his car. I mean, it was a madhouse.
Fast forward to 2015, and he's once again among a sea of blue, making new memories.
Just to have the whole city united behind something like that, there's nothing else that compares to this. Nothing.
Let's go Royals! Poking fun at the past, this mother and daughter recalled getting separated by the crowd at the 85 parade. Kim Lease was just 8 years old.
Somehow I got lost at the end of the parade, and I tell her that she was just trying to give me away.
But this time they have a new strategy for sticking together.
How did this happen when she told you she wanted to put a leash on you today?
She didn't tell me. I told her I'm not losing you again. Let's go Royals!
And a new team to be proud of.
From the eyes of an officer.
Police bar, put your hands up!
We're getting a look at what they can encounter in life-threatening situations. In this abandoned school building, they run through a scenario to determine best practices when there are victims on the ground, but its shooter still on the loose.
No longer are the days of Columbine where we surround and wait. You know, it's 1 to 2 officers get in the door and go find the shooter.
Officers aren't the only ones getting in the door faster in this training exercise. This scenario is different in that it also gets fire and rescue crews in a lot faster.
We come together and work with the other agencies to get into the patients quicker instead of, like we used to, stage a block away and wait for PD to clear the building.
Have you signed in yet?
Volunteer victims like Janet Bedwell sign up to give officers as realistic of an encounter as possible. For Bedwell, there were times, though, when it felt a little too real.
It was a lot scarier than I thought, just coming down and playing a victim. I hope I never have to be in that position.
She says it makes her feel more confident that she'll know what to do if she's ever in a similar situation. For officers, that's the whole idea.
Training's invaluable.
Put your hands up!
There's no such thing as too much training.
Rob Mullen has met U.S. presidents and even got a handwritten letter and lyrics from one of his musical heroes, Bono. But 13 years, 10 months, and 8 days after his diagnosis with a brain tumor, there's still one thing the U2 fan hadn't found he was looking for.
As a parent, I think you always dream of those milestones, of watching your kids graduate and watching them get married. And Rob has seen so many milestones. It's just unfortunately it won't be Gavin's graduation.
The school arranged for Mullen's 17-year-old son to perform a special recital. His one solo, his dad's favorite song, that Bono would explain in that letter, was a song about faith.
Being able to just do one performance, just me, for him, and my friends, it meant the world to me.
But the moving tribute to his dad didn't end there.
Put on your time traveler's hats. We are fast forwarding to May of 2018.
Gavin would emerge in his cap and gown and be handed the case to a diploma.
As we recognize Gavin as the first graduate of the class of 2018.
It was always one of those things that I wanted him to see me graduate, and so being able to have that happen was really spectacular.
In the midst of all the sad things that happen, there's always something to be thankful for, and today is proof of that.
The last few months of Mullen's battle against the disease claimed his ability to speak. You could tell by the smile on his face, this was one of his proudest moments.